Steve HERRICK, Associated Press. Cleveland. The memories of winning a championship 2 years ago came flooding back for the Chicago Cubs when they arrived at Progressive Field on Tuesday. The positive feelings continued once the game began. Schwarber hit 2 of Chicago's 4 solo home runs during a 10-3 victory over the Cleveland Indians in the first meeting between the teams since their classic 2016 World Series. The Cubs won Game 7 of that series in Cleveland for their first championship since 1908. While the significance of the latest victory didn't come close to matching that, the Chicago players were reminded of it everywhere they turned. "I like to think about the World Series, especially about all of the adversity we faced," Schwarber said. "That was the moment we all live for, and we want to get back to it." Cubs shortstop Addison Russell, who doubled and scored in the second, was excited about the return. "Just walking off the bus into the stadium, you get a sense of nostalgia," he said. "The first thing I noticed when we got in the clubhouse was they replaced the carpet, which was nice. I think we messed it up pretty good. I was thinking about that great memory, walking around with my World Series champion shirt on, even the weather was similar." Game 7 was delayed by rain in the 10th inning shortly before Chicago took the lead. This matchup was played in a steady rain that began before the first pitch. The Cubs won 3 games in Cleveland's ballpark during the 2016 series, and continued the trend against Josh Tomlin, 0-3, who allowed all 4 homers. Schwarber connected leading off the second and fourth. Wilson Contreras went deep in the third and Ian Happ homered in the fourth. Schwarber is batting .500, 15 for 30, with 3 homers and 8 RBIs in 7 career games at Progressive Field, including the postseason. The left-handed hitter, who grew up in Southwest Ohio, made his major league debut in Cleveland in 2015. He had 6 hits in his first 2 starts. "Obviously, he sees the ball well here," Cubs manager Joe Maddon said. "His debut was here, so that was adrenaline. The World Series was adrenaline. Now he's starting to hit the ball really well, so he showed up in Cleveland at the right time." Tyler Chatwood, 1-3, won for the first time with the Cubs, allowing 1 run in 6+ innings. He was pulled after a leadoff single in the 7th. Cubs third baseman Chris Bryant was out of the lineup 2 days after being hit in the head by a pitch. Maddon said before the game that the 2016 NL MVP has a cut above his left eye but no concussion after being drilled Sunday by Colorado's German Marquez. Maddon said he would speak with Bryant before making out Wednesday's lineup. Happ was 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, and Contreras hit his first home run of the season. Tomlin has allowed 8 home runs in 12 2/3 innings over 4 appearances. The right-hander gave up 5 runs and 7 hits in 3 2/3 innings. Jason Kipnis had an RBI ground out in the third, but right fielder Jason Hayward's throw home got Rajai Davis at the plate to end the inning. Davis tried to score from second on Jose Ramirez's single, but was out on a head-first slide. Cleveland challenged, but the call was upheld. Hayward also took a hit away from Kipnis with a sliding catch in the 6th. "It was one of those games where we got down early and it was 5-1, but it seemed like more and they spread it out," Indians manager Terry Francona said. "It's kind of a miserable night and it's more miserable when you're losing." The teams complete the 2-game series Wednesday night. The Cubs have won 4 of 5 and are 2 games over .500, 11-9, for the first time this season. The rain intensified throughout the game, leaving puddles in the infield and causing Cubs reliever Steve Cishek to slip on the mound several times. The inclement weather led to a crowd of 16,408. More flashbacks. It only seemed natural the topic of the World Series was brought up before the game. "It was one of the most interesting series, probably ever," Maddon said. Davis's 8th-inning home run off closer rolled as Chapman tied the game and caused the ballpark to shake from the crowd reaction. Davis downplayed the significance of that moment on this series. "We have to put it in perspective," he said. "It's not October, nor is it November. It's not World Series baseball. It's a lot different.